Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you all are doing well. Happy New Year. I am going to do a project share with you as well as let's make one. This is a charm that I made and it's going to go on a junk journal or a journal. It's a not a chunky charm, but just a charm, a dangle more so than anything for the spine of the journal. So let's go ahead and get started and making one. We're going to be using the supplies I received from BeeBeeCrafts. I'll link the information in the description box. You can go over to the website and check it out. There's also a $5 off coupon code in the description box. So you can go over and get some supplies. This entire little set comes just like this. It's really cute. And I did an unboxing video. If you want to go over and check that out, you can. All the stuff in here just about comes from out. All the stuff on this little chain, the dangle, comes from this box. So I am going to be making a winter one, and I will go over all the stuff that I'm going to use, that I use on this one in here. So you need a lobster clasp, or call it a clasp. So you're going to need one of those. And then this theme we're going to be using, it's going to be like a Christmas theme. So I like this beautiful little wreath charm, and I want that to go to the bottom. So I'm going to pull out maybe four or five pieces. I don't want a super long one, but I don't want a really short one either. So I think we're going to do that 1, 2, 3, because this one has 3 charms on it. It has these cute little bells right here. Then it has this snowflake. And then it has this Christmas tree. So we'll need 3, and I think these are the 3 we're going to use. All right. And now, I'm not sure if you hear all that jingle jingle. We're going to do some bells, and we're going to do some traditional bell colors. So we're going to use red, green, and white. Okay, so from the kit, I'm going to be using these head pins, and I'm going to need 6 head pins because I'm going to be using 6 of these cute little pearls that I keep throwing all over the place. So whenever I make any kind of jewelry or charms, especially if I'm going to be doing something that's a repetitive motion, I tend to pull out all the things that I need ahead of time, and that's what I recommend you do. Okay, now the jump rings that come in the pack are good to use in these projects because I feel like it's not going to get a lot of wear and tear once you put it on a journal. Once I put it on the journal, it should pretty much stay on the journal besides the person taking it off to look at it. As far as like if you're going to be doing like a chunky charm, I recommend maybe something a little bit more sturdy than just a jump ring, one jump ring. So now we're going to slide all this to the side because we're going to talk about our chain. And for this, I don't want a super long chain because I'm not putting a lot of chunkiness on there. I'm only putting a small amount of chunky, if that makes any sense to you. And so I've just been chipping away, and these little fallout pieces are the pieces that come off of the chain itself, the chain link. And so here we go. And you're going to need some tools. And they also have jewelry making tools on the website, but I already have that. I may check into seeing what other jewelry making tools they have and try that out. So you can do this a few ways. I'm going to pull out how much I want to be on the charm, on the chain. And I think this is plenty, this amount. And this is just an eyeball estimate. It's not a true measurement because I'm not counting the like normally I would count the charms because I want to put one on every link. In this case, I'm not concerned if I don't have one on every link. I just want to probably put one on every other link. So I just went down just to one more right here. And so now you can either get your wire cutters and just cut across here if you want to do that, or if you want to try to preserve and save as much of the chain link as you want to, you can twist it open. So I've got a firm grip on one side, and then I'm going to get another pair of pliers, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to twist it off just like that. And so now we have it twisted off. Okay, so I'm going to be using a split ring to connect my lobster claw and my chain together, and you can get this from any big box craft store, or if you have a Walmart near you, they have it, or if you are lucky enough to have like a little bead store, they have them as well. We don't have a lot of those places anymore. A lot of them are closing down, so I'm using my splitter to do this portion. You don't need to do that, but I just like to do it because I have it. So now I'm just going to take my lobster clasp. You see this hole right here, and this opening right there. I'm just going to slide it on. Okay. And then I'm going to take another tool and just either work this like that to make it go all the way around and on, or leave it there to put the other piece on, because I got to put the chain on now. All right. So you can do it one or two ways. You can put the chain on along with it. I like to put this one piece on first. It doesn't matter which one it is. I just like to put that one on first, so it's a little bit more secure and I don't have to worry about it, because sometimes I struggle to get these on even though I'm using this. This split ring is, if you use keys, it's just like a key ring. It's just a smaller version of that. And now I'm just going to put this right on there. Okay, once you get it on, just pull it along there so that you can have it. And again, you can use it with your hand. You can do it with your hand, or you can do it with a tool. I'm going to do it with my hand, and there we go. Do I have it on? No. I definitely don't want to work it off, but there we go. So it's on now. Both pieces are on. And now what we're going to do is, I have these little pieces. I don't know what they really are, but I have them and I'm using them for bead stoppers. So what we're going to do is, this is the assembly line portion, right? And you just put the beads on. And I should have 6 beads because I have 3 charms and 3 little bells to go on there. The bead stoppers, what I'm considering are a spacer. It's just, see how the head pin is not as wide as the opening on there, and I want to put that on just in case these beads are the opening are a little bit wider than the head pin. Even though it fits, I don't want to have to be nervous about like a pressure point and then pulling it off, and then the pressure pulls it off, rips off the bead, and then it's a naked spacer like that. So now you can do one or two things. We're going to move all these out the way for now. I'm going to show you this. What I recommend is going ahead and either opening up your jump rings, which you just find the opening on your jump ring and you twist just like that. Just a twisting motion. to you or away from you is fine. No big deal like that. Or let's do one more. If you want to use both of your tools, you can do that as well. So you just take one end, the other end, and twist one, your right hand or left hand, one towards you and one away from you. Then you're going to take your head pin with your little bead, your dangle on there. You're going to make it a 90-degree angle. So I'm just going like right a little bit above it, as you can see. And I'm turning my tool. Do that once more. So you see I have this right above it, and I'm turning to make it a 90-degree angle. You could also just take your hand and bend it over. Once you get them all bent to the 90-degree angle, you're going to cut down some of that wire. And I just put my hand around it so the pieces don't fly everywhere. If you have a crazy craft habit like I do, you probably have craft stuff, you know, not just jewelry making stuff. I have a habit of cutting paper and stamping things out, so, you know, it's different. I have more stuff than just jewelry supplies. So right there, I'm just grabbing it like that and cutting it. Okay, so once you cut your excess wire off, it's time to make the eye pin, the eye portion on your little dangle. And so it does depend on how much you cut off and how much space it will give. Like I cut a lot off on here. You see it has this little extra space, whereas this one, not so much. So you want to be able to roll this back onto itself almost. So what you can do, what I do, so just put it where you can't see the it coming out from the other side, just like that. And I just take it and I roll it. Usually it rolls very easy back onto itself. And once it's rolled back onto itself, I kind of straighten it up because it's supposed to be like a straight pin, straight eye pin. See if I can't do it in frame and closer. Been sitting back a little bit. So body aching. So right here you see it's nothing on there. So I'm holding this firm grip with the left hand. Whatever hand you use to craft with is the hand I would say get a firm grip on it. You see it's almost curved. So now I'm just going to take it and bring it on home. And there you have it, your eye pin. Now if you want to make it straight, which I do, I want to try to make it as straight as possible. I'm just going to pluck it up a little bit. I'm not sure if pluck it up is a good term in jewelry making, but I'm going to pull it back some, just like right here, back. And I'm going to bend this down once more. And there you have it. All right, we'll do that one more time. So you see you have your 90-degree angle. You have your jewelry piece right there. And the more you do these, the easier and the better you'll get at it. So if you don't like it at the very beginning, if you do about 10 to 20 a day, I guess, or whenever you do it, it might be better for you. I always struggle my first couple of, either I have a good one the first time or a bad one, and then it just gets better or worse from there. So again, nothing sticking out from here. I'm holding it tight. I'm just going to roll it over on itself. And we have an eye pin. And I'm going to fix this one a little bit. I was looking at an older piece of a chunky charm I made. Some pieces, not the actual charm. And I was like, I don't like that little eye pin. And it was the same way it was just now. So there we have it. Now we have our chain with the lobster claw on it already. And so now what we're going to do, oh, that's where that piece went. No wonder. I thought it got away from me. I think I want to put this wreath down here because I think that's pretty, right? And I'm going to put the deer up here and the candy cane right there. And then, even though it's not going to end up looking like this, what I want to do is just put the jingle bells there as well. So I'm going to do red at the bottom, white at the top, no, green, red, white, and green. And then we'll go like this, like this, like that. Scoot on out the way. All right. So essentially what I should have is a charm, a dangle, a charm, a jingle bell, and two little dangles, and then a charm, a bell, two little dangles like that. So it's not really a rhyme or reason. It's just kind of symmetrical for me in my head as I get ready to work on it. So now I'm going to show you how we're going to put our first piece on, which is the charm. I tend to put all the charms on first and then go back and do the rest. So I'm going to take my jump ring. And if you need to find this, all the stuff that I'm using is going to be in the description link as well. It's going to be linked in the description box, so you don't have to try to figure that out. I'm going to do all that for you. All right, so I have this in my hand, and now I'm going to take it, and I'm going to just turn them to meet each other. First, I'm going to swap out tools. And it's the same exact motion that we did to open up the jump rings, but we're just going to twist them back just like that. All right, I'm going to do one more with you. Then I'll come back almost halfway finished to show you. And I'm going to do the reindeer now. So I got my jump ring, the location I wanted to go on, which is right here. And then I have my little reindeer, which is so cute. Look at him. Very pretty. I like these charms a lot. They're very nice, heavy-duty charms. And now I'm just going to take, doesn't matter which side you take to twist, but I just twist, right? If you have a stronger hand, I recommend you hold the jewelry, the charm in that hand versus twisting with that hand, and you twist with your weaker hand. The reason why I say this is because once you start doing it, I feel like you need to have a good grasp on it. At least that's how I feel when I'm doing it. I'm just closing these up some. I think the split ring was a little bit, I overshot it. So I'm just going to twist them like that and make sure that they are touching. Okay. Okay, as we finish up our journal charm, we're just going to go ahead and finish this up. We have two more pieces to go on. So we're going to take this and just twist it towards the two ends to meet up. And I always like for them to touch like as best as possible to get right up on it. So you just got to keep working at it. Sometimes it gets there right away, and other times it takes a while. Usually it takes less time when it's not being recorded. Just as camera shy. Alright, so this is our last one. And the design changed just a little bit of how I wanted it. But that's okay. So as you can see, this is how it's looking so far. And now I'm going to have a little bit of a struggle. Only because I have that one piece left. And it looks completely full, as you can see. But I believe I can slide the piece in. Maybe right here. See how these two jingle bells can almost touching like a few pieces together. And I didn't really want to do that. But that's just how it worked out. Because I was like, yes, it looks good. And at some point I was like, oh, I'm going in a pattern. And now I've run out of space because I was trying to keep that pattern going. So we're going to put it at the bottom. In all actuality, it doesn't really matter where it goes because it's not a patterned design. But I wanted it to be at least even symmetrically. So I got it right there. I'm going to twist, until they touch. All right, excuse the camera shake. So this is our completed junk journal charm. And I really like how it came out. I like the jingle bells. So whoever gets this, they'll be like, that is so annoying, but I like it. It's not too much, right? A lot of people have like little dangles on their key charms. And this keychains and on their charms. And this is the first one that we did. Okay, well, the demo one. And then this is the one we did today. So I want you to leave me a comment in the comment section about charms. Let me know if you make them. Do you like them? Do they frustrate you? Do you have a lot of patience? It does take some patience to do this. So I want to say thank you all for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.